now normally I begin this speech by telling you guys how much of an honor it is for me to be able to stand in front of you today. Considering that I spent the majority of the last 4.5 years in a wheelchair, following a car accident that left me in a coma for 3 weeks. It nearly killed me, and with a traumatic brain injury that changed my life forever. Unfortunately, I'm also recovering from a hip replacement surgery, but that's a whole another story. So let me rewind a little bit. So I have no memory of the night whatsoever of my accident, but what I've been able to piece together is that I had been DJing a show out in Lancaster when I decided to drive home early in the morning, about 2 o'clock in the morning. And I got about as far as Sylmar out in the valley when I had fallen asleep at the wheel, and I flipped the car, which caused the car to roll, and the roof of the car to come in on my head. So I fractured my neck in a few places, and I severed my carotid artery, which caused a stroke that left me paralyzed on the left half of my body. And I kind of broke my face.
I love your face.
Thanks, Mom. Anyways, needless to say, I'm really lucky to be alive right now, considering that when the ambulance had showed up, they didn't know how long I wasn't breathing and I had to be resuscitated and brought back to life. They rushed me to the hospital as quick as possible, where I underwent a series of extensive surgeries. I had brain surgery. They fused my neck together in a few places. You know, as I mentioned before, I wish they could have fixed my face. Unfortunately, this is the face that I'm left with today. So yeah, needless to say, I mean, once I had woken up, it kind of took me a while for the room to stop spinning, and my family's convinced me that I hadn't actually fought Floyd Mayweather like I thought I had. I won that fight in my head, by the way. But once reality did kind of settle in, I realized, I had one of two options. I could either A, just give up and accept my disabilities for what they were, or B, I could work my butt off in physical therapy and get back to my 100% self of chasing my dreams and motivation in life. So which choice do you think I chose? Yeah, as soon as I got out of the hospital, I got in therapy right away. And I've been in physical therapy programs everywhere from Goleta all the way down to Irvine. And in the course of 4.5 years, I've seen a lot of progress, considering that I was bedridden, to then sitting in a wheelchair, to walking with a cane, to learning to walk without a cane, and now ironically I'm back in the wheelchair for now. But that's just temporary. I'll walk again someday. Yeah, as if that wasn't hard enough, as soon as I got home, I also decided to enroll back in college now that I had been given a second chance at life, and I kind of had a little sense knocked into me, So it would have been hard enough without a brain injury, considering that I had been academically dismissed from school back in 2009 with a 0.4 GPA. Yeah, I didn't know that was possible. That's not a 4.0. I had a 0.4. And now I'm happy to tell you guys I'm getting ready to graduate in May with a 3.2. So I put together a little video here. This is basically just talking about my transformation life. This is me before my accident. I was a DJ. I dropped out of school. I couldn't hold a job. All I really cared about was just partying, having fun, and just, I thought I was going to live forever. I thought I was living life like there was no tomorrow. I didn't take anything serious in life. All I wanted to do was just party, have fun, work on music, and just not take anything seriously, So, that all kind of changed in life, but here I am, having fun, having a good time. Of course, I was talented and I was motivated in music, but I wasn't going to do anything with that, obviously. I just wanted to have fun. I just saw it as a big party. Life was just one big party for me, as is really common for most kids and for most young people, But that all came to an end at my accident. That all came to an end on August 23rd, 2014, about a month before my 24th birthday, the night of my accident. The reason I chose this song is it's called Blackbird by the Beatles. A good friend of the family, her name is Alana, she actually sang this song to me when I was in a coma. It talks about, you know, being given really a hard life and a hard obstacles in life and just making it work, just learning to adapt and making it better for yourself. This is me as soon as I woke up out of the coma. I had a mustache. My grandma said it was handsome, so I kept it. That was a breathing tube that I had. I call it my second belly button right here, the day after reborn. You know, it just kind of put life into consideration for me. You know, it's like when you go your whole life knowing one thing and then you wake up the next second and it's all completely different. You know, it's kind of like somebody just, your whole world just kind of turned upside down. And I realized, you know, I had to change the life that I was living, and I had to make some changes, and I had to live a different life now that I had been given a second chance. You know, it really put things into perspective for me, and I've been really positive since then, as you can see in this picture. Once it gets that high, I'm not a video editor, so it's really hard. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, I was a lot more positive, a lot more optimistic in life as soon as I had woken up. So this next song I chose because it has kind of a gradual transition. It's like it has a build up just to signify my recovery, and just because I'm going into my rehab program here. Here I am learning how to walk for the first time. I also chose this song because my little sister likes it. She might be out there in the crowd somewhere. See, here I am learning how to walk for the first time. I'll never forget, this was about a month after Thanksgiving. My mom, she's recording, you can hear her saying, "This is one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." So, I mean, in a lot of weird ways, I mean, it's like, it kind of forced me to like dig down and find a deep strength within myself that otherwise I probably wouldn't have been able to find if it wasn't for my accident. So even though it was really kind of hard and really kind of, I went through a lot of struggles and problems in life in a lot of weird ways. I'm kind of thankful that it did happen because I was able to dig deep within myself and find a strength and a willpower that probably I otherwise wouldn't have been able to find. And here I am walking, it's 75 degrees at the beach, bundled up, hot, cold. Yeah, I mean, you know Oxnard weather. It's cold in the morning, and then the chemtrails kicking in, and then it gets hot. Here I am giving a speech in Miss Edwards' class. Whoop whoop. You know, it forced me to go back to school, and just I've been doing a lot better. I became a communications major. I was a business major at first, but I took a really hard math class, and I was like, nah. I'm changing my major. Here I am in the speech tournament. In conclusion, you know, I don't want you guys to think I'm up here bragging or stroking my own confidence in any way. It's just, I like to share my story with you guys in hopes that you guys see my struggles and the way that I've been able to get by in life and say, you know what? If he can do it, I can do it too. Because, you know, I know we all have our own struggles and we all have our own obstacles in life. I mean, that's just inevitable. But you can't look at those obstacles, you can't look at those struggles as roadblocks. You gotta look at those as chances to overcome and gain strength, gain a knowledge, gain a lesson, gain something out of it, you know? So, I mean, like I said, you know, we all have our own struggles, we all have our own roadblocks in life, but you can't look at that like, oh, you know, whatever your dream is, whatever your dream is in life, you can't say, oh, you know, I would totally do this, but I would totally do that, but no, screw all that. You gotta go out there, you gotta be selfish for yourself, you gotta go out there and do something for yourself, you gotta go out there and make it happen, you know, like you can't just sit on your butt and wait for things to happen, you gotta go out there and make it happen. And I mean, just get over those obstacles, and yeah, thank you.